dun, dun, dun. It's my Arrow collection. Yeah. Classy, I know. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Telecreations. In this collection video, we're going to be looking at Arrow Video. Let me grab a random Arrow Video to show you what they're like. Arrow Video is a company much like Criterion. This is my Happiness of the Katakuri. It is a Takashi Miike film. It is crazy bonkers fun stuff. They usually have a regular back where it has a title, but then it also talks about the film and explains what the special edition version is. This one's actually quite weighty because, of course, it's got two discs, the DVD and the Blu-ray, as well as comes with the opposing reversible slip cover, which is nice. It's very reminiscent of Sound of Music, except nightmarish, which it kind of seems ironic given that that film has Nazis in it. Anyway, it also has this big ass booklet, which they usually all come with as well. So this is not, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what my first Arrow Video purchase is. It wasn't as iconic to me when I started purchasing them. But that one is the Happiness of the Katakuris, and that's the one we're going to start with. I presently have about 40 individual cases, 40 plus films, because some cases, like the Bloodthirsty Trilogy, is a trilogy. And then I believe I have another up to 20 coming in the mail, so including a very special pre-order. So I will be showing them off in my second video, because I figure 40 is good enough for one, and then my washing machine's done. So I figure 40 is good enough for one, with another 20 odd for the next one. I can kind of detail more of those extra ones. And I think some of those are also Arrow Academy, not just Arrow Video. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start with number one, because apparently there's nothing earlier. Of all the things, this is like one of the newest things I've gotten in. And so yeah. And it's this, American Werewolf in London. This is the 4K remaster box set presented by, of course, Arrow Video. This is a digipack as well. Comes with a balls-strung level of stuff. That is a weird adjective. So I'd say, firstly, of course, you have your pretty little poster, which is like my favorite thing. Arrow Video doesn't do what Criterion does, or at least not all the time, where their posters are... Actually, they don't do it at all. Arrow Video does posters sometimes for special editions. I'll show you some ones later on, but I don't have the posters for. This is probably the only poster I can show, where it has the new artwork that is designed specifically for the Arrow Remaster, and the original, which is one of the big reasons why I bought it, because I love this poster. I'm yet to, of course, put it up on the wall, but I am yet to also find space, so I might actually put it in my bedroom. So that's really cool. Stuff like the Candyman box set that I'll show you shortly, that I also did a big unboxing review for, also came with a big poster that is also presently in my bedroom. It comes with a booklet, of course, which is very in detailed through essays and stuff about the restoration. This is also a 4K remaster. I have actually watched it. Weirdly enough, I watched it like a few days after I got it, because I was like, oh, you know, I probably won't watch it if I don't. It's got its original artwork poster as well, which I've changed it over to instead of course, the newer one, because I figured, I mean, if the box on the outside has it, why should I bother with the inside? And it comes with art cards that also have a pretty cool backing to it. So this is the limited edition Arrow 4K remaster. This film is really good. The 4K doesn't look great in the opening scenes of the film when they're outside at nighttime, but when it's daytime and they're inside, and even when they're outside but it's during daytime, it is gorgeous. It's a very good horror. It's a very good kind of satire as well of werewolf, of like the werewolf genre. It is a John Landis film after all, and overall it stacks really nicely into this very thick and very beautiful box set, which Arrow does as well. Very thick stuff, so it doesn't get damaged that often. This is a part of my Dario Argento collection. We have the Bird of the Crystal Plumage. Again, not much on the back. This is a 4K transfer. Comes with the original artwork there, which is quite nice. Also in Italian. They also usually come with this, which is like a mini poster. This Satano is actually a big box set. I was going to get it, but I decided on a different one instead, which we'll be showing in the next video. And it comes with like all these mini. It's just an ad, but like it's a mini poster as well, which is cool. So then let's go in, I guess, order of release. We have Cat O' Nine Tails. This is, of course, again, all my Dario Argento collection. This is another 4K remaster. I am yet to watch this one. This one is also called, oh my god. There we go. Got it out. I didn't break it. Shut up. This is, yeah, I love that inside poster. It's Il Gatto a Nove Code. I totally didn't do 9 years of Italian in high school and primary school. How could it be 9 years in high school? Anyway, then we have Tenebrae. I really like this one. This is just a regular HD remaster. Of course, the Screaming Girl. I have another... I love that original poster, which I might actually change it to. But I just love the font in this one and how to cut up the font. So that's really cool. And we also have, of course, Deep Red, probably one of his most famous ones. This is just a regular HD remaster. Comes with, of course, mini poster. Some of the... You can throw them out. You don't have to keep them. I usually throw them out anyway. And it comes with its original cover, which is really creepy-deepy. Probably better than the redone one. Sometimes I like the redone one. Sometimes I don't. Depends. Now, of course, I do have Suspiria, which is his most famous film, but I don't have an Arrow Video version because, of course, Arrow Video never did one because they didn't get the license for it, which sucks. I still have a 4K remaster, though, and it looks amazing. Then we have its sequel, Inferno. This one, the cover is really revealing and kind of graphic. This is just another HD remaster with another mini poster. I do like the original artwork that it comes with for Inferno. It's like a woman's face and the bottom half and a skull for the top. That's really cool. I think I'll probably change it at some stage because having that as the side of your thing, is it going to show it well? I mean, you can kind of get an idea of it. I'm trying to see it at the same time. It doesn't matter. But, like, you know, it takes the main picture there and uses that on its side. And it's like, you know. Next up, we have a 2K restoration, another Takashi Miike film. Audition. I have 3 of these films in total. I think the other one's not an Arrow Video. The one's the Samurai with 1,000 Blades or something. I haven't seen it yet. I have seen this one, of course, the other Takashi Miike one. This film, Audition, is... I won't say anything about it outside of it is... It's really good. This is like a psychological horror film, but it's just... Sorry, I'm thinking of the ending of it. It's just like, fuck me, man. It's so good. It's good stuff. I gotta rewatch it. I really should rewatch it. It's so good. I usually like to make director collections of my in sets, depending on who the director is and if I really like them or not. Sometimes I'll just make a director set because I can like Dario Argento, even though I do like his films, and stuff like this, which is my Mario Bava collection. Of course, I actually have 4 of his films, in fact. I think I've got another one coming in the mail, but I can't be certain of that. I don't think so. So I do have a director's collection video. It does not include some of these, like the Mario Bava ones, but it does include a lot of the rest, like Spielberg or David Lynch or not Scorsese. Yeah, Scorsese's the new one. Spielberg, Kubrick, and Kurosawa. Those kind of people. So check that out. That'll be in a playlist in the description. It's on my film shelf video, along with my Criterion collection, Eureka Cinema collection, box sets, 4Ks. A whole bunch of stuff that I've done over the past few years. So this is the first one. This is Black Sabbath, which also has Boris Karloff, of all people. It's got an interesting cover, and I think... Alright, so this is the redone cover. I have changed them all to the original covers because I think the original covers just look a bit better. And, like, I mean, come on, they look so much better. But of course, I still like that that Arrow Video goes to the effort to remake their covers as well. This is Blood and Black Lace. Again, another one. It's just striking, you know. This is a 2K restoration. The cover's not bad on the inside. This is, again, the one they redid for it. It's just kind of the same idea. Oh, this one's quite weighty. Oh, this one actually comes with a booklet. This is Kill Baby Kill with the DVD and the Blu-ray. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay, that looks to be the original cover in there, which is totally fine. I think because this is a new one, I haven't actually done anything about it, and of course it comes with its own booklet. I think this is just a 2K restoration. Yeah, so I haven't changed the cover of that one yet, nor Black Sunday. I don't think so, at least. This is Black Sunday. Yeah, on that disc there. That's what I wanted the cover to have, because that's such an iconic look, but instead they just have the Italian one, and it just says, well, it just says this is the film, but in Italian, so it's like, it's not bad. It's arguably a better cover, but at the same time, I would have preferred the one that they have the picture of on the disc. So it's a bit disappointing, but at the same time, you know, shit happens. Then I showed this one off in my Steelcase collection. It is Battle Royale. This, of course, a beautiful Steelcase. I have more detail in that video. They, of course, come with their little slips. This is a regular high-definition transfer. It comes with its own booklet, and the film, and the image in the center. I think this is one of very few Arrow remasters I have. Image in the center is the whole class. This film is very good. I watched it recently just because I wanted to check out what the theatrical cut was. I think I've seen the theatrical and the director's. I do have the box set that has the DVD set that has both of the versions of the films, but they're in region A, this is region B. So I go into more detail in my Steelcase video, but outside that, very good. Next up, we have the Bloodthirsty Trilogy. This includes The Vampire Doll, Lake of Dracula, and Evil of Dracula, all directed by, I think that's Michi Yamamoto? Yeah, they're all, to my knowledge, just regular HD remasters. Comes in 2 discs. We have The Vampire Doll on the first disc, and the second disc is Lake of... is the other 2 films. The backing is all 3 original posters, just kind of collaged there. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but at the same time, it's like, the whole point is that it's meant to be all 3 films put together. But I think that has a nicer aesthetic to it, especially the screaming person right there, so... you know, that's fun. This is Candyman. I've shown this off before in a previous review for the whole entire box set and the film. It comes with itself on, obviously, the Blu-ray casing. I think it's a 4K remaster of the US R-rated version, but then it also has, like, I think the theatrical cut, which isn't 4K, and of course it has this excellent booklet. I don't know if you can get this set anymore. Again, it was limited edition. It comes with a whole bunch of special features, including a whole bunch of art cards and a mini booklet. 2 versions of the film, of course, and the original cover, which is quite nice, you know, the I and the B. I have the poster that it comes with as well. That would be in my bedroom. But at the same time, it's a very good film, very nice box set. Arrow Video's special edition box sets, much like this, and I think their recent RoboCop and another 1 or 2 films really shine in their box sets. So, just like I said in my Criterion videos, there are some films that come out for Arrow or Criterion that I prefer maybe to get the cheaper version of. So say, for example, RoboCop that I just mentioned, they did do a recent 4K remaster, which comes with a big poster and a whole bunch of extra stuff, and it's a 4K remaster, but I already have RoboCop, and it is actually the 4K remaster that they did, like, a few years back, so I have decided to not get the Arrow Video one, because it's like, I don't need to use my money on something that I like the film. I don't care to get the poster and the art cards. That's, like, the only extra stuff. So it's just kind of... And, of course, the booklet and stuff. but I'm just like, I'm happy with just having the film as it is. That being said, this is one that I find a little disappointing. I don't actually. This is the thing. It's John Carpenter's classic. It's a 4K remaster. It is gorgeous. The cover is perfectly fine. I will eventually change it to its original cover. I don't know why I haven't yet. I've had this for like 2 years. I think I just expected it to come in a slipcase. I don't know. I think that's my main disappointment. I think when I bought it, it was meant to come in a slipcase, or it was meant to come with a booklet or a poster. I can't remember. Maybe there was a special edition set that I was expecting to get, and I didn't. I just got this instead. Either way, I have the film. It's gorgeous. I can't complain, really. Even the remastered, the remade design. Sorry about the viewfinder there. But yeah, the reflection. But yeah, it still looks quite nice. This is, ironically, slipcase. This is Climax, the Casper, I think it's Noé, I think that's how you pronounce his film, his name. I saw this beautiful slipcase in my slipcase video as well. I saw this in theatre. I'd never seen a Casper Noé film. This is just a regular high-definition transfer. Comes with a booklet, which is mostly stills, but still has some nice stuff to it. And an opposing cover, which I think is actually really nice. I think I prefer that cover. Really just kind of shows how mental everything gets. So, yeah, this film is really crazy, and I would wholeheartedly suggest it. I have seen, since then, a few other Casper Noé films. I haven't seen Irreversible. What's that? There's Enter the Void, I think, is maybe the only other one I've seen of his, and that one also is really quite something, so, yeah, definitely worth checking out. So, let's start with the one that has nothing to do with the rest of these. This is Demons, otherwise known as Demoni. This is the Lamberto Bava, the son of Mario Bava, but also co-written by Dario Argento, and I question whether I should put in my Dario Argento collection. But at the same time, I could argue that I could put Once Upon a Time in the West in my Argento collection, but it's not. It's in my Leone collection. This comes with the Blu-ray and DVD of the film, and of course its original cover of Demoni. It's an Italian film where demons attack a theatre where they're showing a movie. But then we move into my Brian Depalma. This is Sisters. I watched a lot of these recently, in fact, with their original cover. Arrow has remastered a lot of Brian De Palma's early films. Some of his best as well, in fact. I do have a whole entire collection, which also, of course, includes Scarface and the Untouchables. But, of course, Arrow Video has not remastered them, or at least I don't think they have. But there is like a new 4K for like Scarface, but I'm not going to get it because I don't care. Phantom of the Paradise, one of my favorites of his. This is just a regular remaster. It got a big booklet to it, which is really nice. Funky looking disc and a funky looking original cover. I think this actually may have been one of my first ever Arrow Video purchases, just because I remember it being like, I didn't understand the alternate covers and stuff, and it was really kind of confusing. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I kind of wanted to watch something that was like, does it say? No, it doesn't. Alright, I knew that Jessica Harper was in it. I wanted to watch something else that was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I found Phantom of the Paradise, and it's very good. Then we have Obsession. I have not watched this one yet. I've had it for a while, though. This is just another regular HD transfer with also a booklet as well. I don't want to shit. That's actually not a bad Fascination. That's actually not a bad cover. With of course a little booklet. What is my favorite Brian De Palma film? Well, initially it was this one, Carrie. I think this was also one of my first. I think this may have been this. Is either this or Phantom of the Paradise were my favorite. My first Arrow remasters. This is a 4K restoration. It is incredible. It is gorgeous. I love that it has the original cover, but I still love its latest cover. It also has a booklet in it too. Not too detailed, but very nice and very good remaster. Then there is The Fury, which I watched recently. I think I may have bought a lot of his films all in kind of one go. That just comes with its alternative cover. It's a 2K restoration. Pretty good film as well. Dressed to Kill as well. This one's really nice with all the blades there. That's very clever. This is a regular HD remaster with, of course, its original thing that emphasizes the fact that a lot of Depalma's films are very voyeuristic. And then, arguably, his best film, Blowout. Depends what kind of films you like, because some people say Untouchables or Scarface. There's Blowout. I think Carrie might be my favorite of his films, but Blowout definitely is tremendous and is probably his best film. This being the one with John Travolta, and has that really horrifying cover, which I definitely never want to change it to, even though it's probably better than this. I think this is a regular HD remaster. I think Criterion or someone else did a new remaster of the film with a different cover, and it kind of looks a bit better, but at the same time, still really good. What do we have next? Oh, interesting. So this one's a very wacko for schmacko level film. This is Forbidden Zone. Richard Elfman, who's the brother of Danny Elfman. You may know him for his many frickin' amazing soundtracks, like the original Batman. This has the black and white and the remastered color version. I saw the black and white one instead. The case is a little damaged, but at the same time, then it of course has its color version of its poster, which is a little tricky to get the disc out because of course the case is a little busted. It's a very crazy film. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars because it's just bizarre. It's very short too. It's 73 to 74 minutes approximately. I guess it's like if you watch the colored version, it's like like 30 seconds longer, but I don't really know why. Ultimately, it's crazy as hell. It's definitely not PC. Oh boy, it isn't. But Danny Elfman is actually the devil, who's the scene there. It's amazing. It's just like a jukebox musical. They just keep doing songs because, like, who gives a shit about character and stuff, and it just becomes a funky little thing, and it's great. I'd argue wholeheartedly a cult film. Ah, yes. So this is another in my slipcase collection. The Hills Have Eyes. It is a 4K remaster. Wes Craven's original film. Of course, comes with a booklet, as they all do. I believe my poster is in my room. It is in my room. I think that's one side of the poster. This is also a little wet. I don't know, like, it's really weirdly bumpy. I don't know why. It's as if, like, water got into it or something. There's a lot of art cards, which are kind of annoying. I don't really get the appeal of art cards. I mean, like, this is one of them. But then you also have something like that. So, I mean, take it as you will. Some of them are a bit weird. Some of them are pretty cool. I still haven't seen the film yet. I know, give me beef for it if you want to. It does have the original cover, which is really nice. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know. I think it's one of those films that I feel like I need to have the perfect kind of atmosphere and mood and stuff for it. But at the same time, it is still just a Wes Craven film. So I have a lot of his films, in fact. I even have Swamp Thing. All of the Scream films. I have the Nightmare on Elm Street ones as well, which are my favorite of his. So I will inevitably make a collection of his films. But yeah, I do not have the second Hills Have Eyes. I think that one he also did. Maybe it was Texas Chainsaw 2. Either way, part 2 of Hills Have Eyes, which I think also Ari did a remaster of, I do not have. Because I haven't watched the first one, so it doesn't really make sense for me to get the second one. Then we have the incredible Shrinking Man. This one I really like the cover of. I watched this one recently, and it comes with the original cover, which also is classic. Really good film. Kind of dark and depressing, but at the same time really interesting, and I've heard even some people say it's like a great end to the like classic monster movie films, like the ones that started with, like, you know, Dracula and stuff and evolved all the way to Creature of the Black Lagoon, kind of ended with that being like, what if the human himself becomes the monster, not like, you know, he becomes a monster in a different way. He doesn't become a wolf man, he doesn't become a vampire, he becomes a shrinking man who inevitably always shrinks. It's very well done. Then we have this, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think it's I thought it was a 4K remaster, apparently not. Still, I wanted to get this version for a while. This is the 70s version. I have to be specific on it. 1978 with Donald Sutherland. This one is very good, in fact. I love the original cover, too. This is a very good film. Highly recommend it, whether you get this version or like this Arrow Video one or another one. Either way, very good film. Very tense. Next up we have Killer Klowns from Outer Space. One of my favorite slipcovers, actually. Probably my favorite slipcover, just because like it's so goofy, like, if it'll focus. But then it's also shiny and stuff. Luckily the viewfinder helps make it obvious that it's shiny. This is a 4K remaster. Gorgeous transfer. It comes with a booklet and a poster as well, and of course its original cover, which of course is the clown spinning the earth, which is also really cool. And I might change it to that eventually someday, because I really like that alternate cover. Because I think when I did my slipcase, I was like, oh, you know, it's just got the same kind of cover. But, like, of course, it's Arrow Video. They've got a reverse slip sleeve. And it's very good film, very fun. Next up, we have a double feature. This is Lady Snowblood and Lady Snowblood Love Song of Vengeance. This is the film that inspired Tarantino's famous Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2. This, I think, they're both just regular HD remasters. I am yet to see its sequel. I've only watched Lady Snowblood. Eventually I'll get around to watching the sequel, but I didn't really care to. It comes with the Blu-ray of both. I think the Blu-ray just has both songs. Yeah, so Blu-ray has both films. DVD is for each individual film, which is really cool. And of course you have the original poster. I think just for the first one. Very good film. At least the first one is. I can't say for the second one, but I think Criterion also did a remaster for it. So if you prefer the Criterion one, there you go. But if you want Region B, this is the way to go. It looks great. Now we have a very fun Joe Dante film. That's right. It's Matinee. No, it's not Gremlins. It's Matinee. This is a HD remaster featuring our favorite John Goodman. Love the poster. It's not great per se, but this comes with the Blu-ray and, oh great, the DVD. I love when I find that out myself. This poster is great. Just him just being like, welcome to hell, kind of much. Ultimately, the film, this is one of my new favorite films. I gave it a whopper of 5 stars because like it's the historical context, the film context, like all this film and American history like interwoven into it so cleverly. It's very funny. The characters are pretty good as well. It's like, how long is it? It's not that long of a film. Yeah, it's 99 minutes long, so it gives you the perfect amount of runtime. I was expecting it to be people go to see a movie, and then when they get outside, it's the apocalypse. But no, in fact, they think the apocalypse is happening while they're inside the movie, but the movie is also about kind of an apocalypse. It involves a giant ant. It's great. It's highly suggested. And of course it is Joe Dante, so it's gonna be fun. I'm very sure it's Joe Dante. Yes. Next up we have a recent 4K remaster for Old Boy. I didn't get the original Vengeance Trilogy pack, which they had in the elevator. I wanted to get it, but I didn't know if I wanted it because it's like, I know I wanted this one on 4K, which of course, as you'd expect, amazing on 4K, given that I had the DVD previously, and the DVD was... this one does come with a booklet, which is nice. It comes with the film on Blu-ray and the Old Days documentary, as well as the original cover. I do have the Vengeance Trilogy already on Blu-ray in a Vengeance Trilogy pack, so of course that came with this film, which was the only way I could get it on Blu-ray at the time. I never even watched that version of the Blu-ray because I'd already seen the DVD. I'm like, I should get this on Blu-ray. But then they're like, oh hey, now we're doing a 4K remaster, and given that I hadn't seen the other two, like Lady Vengeance and Song of Vengeance, or whatever the hell they're... Mr. Vengeance? And I don't know, whatever the hell they're called. Where are they? Here. So yeah, it comes in this trilogy pack. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance. So I already had, Old Boy on Blu-ray. I'd had the DVD, got rid of the DVD, got this. Eventually I'll watch the other two, but my aim was just to get Old Boy on 4K, at least the Blu-ray remaster, because of course I'm always going to go for something that looks just a bit better. The other two were just HD remasters as it was, just like the Blu-ray. So as much as the cool box set would have been fun, or getting them as individual, free individual films that they also have released, I just wanted to get the film by itself, like, less room kind of thing. Yeah. Then we have... Right, Psycho 2. Sorry about that. So yeah, I like this the set of it. It's just a HD remaster. I actually bought all of the sequels, but the other two are just regular remasters. Nice inside cover. I don't know why I bought them, but at the same time, I have them. I haven't watched them, but I don't even have Psycho on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD, but it's in my Hitchcock collection, so yeah. I don't know if it's worth it that I bought them, but at the same time, when you're in that mindset and you just want to buy more films and you just find crap you don't need and you don't know how to control yourself, that's pretty much how I ended up buying some of these films. Next up we have Reanimate Er. This is an amazing case. If you've seen my slipcase video, I talk about the sequels, because of course I have them as slipcase. If not, this is the reason why I don't have that slipcase. It's a 4K remaster of the unrated version. Don't get dogs. Moral of today's story, I really like the disc look as well, and it has, of course, the original poster. So yeah, wholeheartedly a great film. The 4K remaster looks amazing. The sequels are pretty good as well, so, Now this one I've shown off in my Steelcase video, but this is Ringu, and you can actually see it on the back here. So that's her face, of course, but you can actually see it down here too. This is Hideo Nakata. I think I might have another Hideo Nakata film. I don't think so, though. So, of course, it comes with the inside little booklet, with her coming out of the screen, kind of, and something underneath the disc that I don't really care to look at right now. I think this is is this the 4K remaster? Yes, it is. 4K remaster, limited edition. I want to get the Steelcase, like I said in my Steelcase video, because it looked better than the actual regular Blu-ray. Because as much as the original regular Blu-ray looked fine, I just didn't care much for it. So I got that. It looks great. It's a great film. And it's scary as shit. But here's one that isn't scary as shit, and in fact has some of the best action scenes I've ever seen outside of the John Wick films, and is also a 4K restoration. It is Ronin. Boom. This is the one with De Niro in it. This one is just a tremendous film. Slipcase. Nice. I love it when they just come with a slipcase and you just don't expect it, because all of these Arrow deliveries I've had come in through the mail. Comes with its original thing. I think this is a limited edition. Hard to say. Either way, comes with a big booklet as well, so that's really nice. This is a tremendous film with some great action to it. Great cinematography. It's directed by John Frankenheimer. I don't know if I don't think he's the same guy who did RoboCop. Oh no, the French, wait, this film was, okay. What did he do? So, Manchurian Candidate, right, yeah. So yeah, good film. Next up we have a 2K restoration that has inspired an actual film screenplay that I'm yet to finish writing. Society. This is a great cover, which already spoils the film. But then there's the inside cover. That's the original poster. Then there's the original, which is even more gruesome. So yeah, great film. The Stuff, a Larry Cohen film that involves people eating stuff. This is a high-definition remaster of The Stuff, which I think I bought as a buy one, get one free. Its original poster there. Pretty decent film. It's if you've seen Larry Cohen films, you understand what exactly is going to happen in this. It's kind of a mess. So I don't exactly like it that much, but it has some pretty good practical effects, and the whole premise is pretty cool as well, and obviously a commentary on society. Oh, original. Very 80s. But it's not bad. It's kooky, but yeah, and kind of a mess, but not bad. I will admit that that's one of those films that just like the trailer really made it look great, but then, yeah. Oh, we're almost done. Second last, but not least, of course, because I still have a second video. Why am I doing a second video? Because I've got like 18 more coming in the goddamn mail. So, yeah. This is the 4K remaster of 12 Monkeys. When I found out it was a 4K remaster, I'm like, hells yes, because I love this film, and I only had the DVD. And I love the slipcase as well. It's very red, stands out a lot. This is a great film with Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. I mean, come on. It has a great booklet inside it that's pretty thick. Does it say how many pages it is in it? Probably not. Sometimes on the back they say how many pages are in it. Of course, then you have your original artwork and a pretty decent disc that has a lot of TVs and stuff on it. This is a good film. I would definitely recommend this. The 4K remaster is really nice. I'd say it's maybe my favorite Terry Gilliam film, but then Brazil is also really good, so it's hard to say. And now I believe we're down to our last one, at least for this video. This is the Wachowskis Bound. This is a high-definition remaster. It comes with a small booklet. It comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD of the film, and it's, of course, original poster. Do you not know what Bound is? You know who the Wachowskis are. Like, of course, how could you not? They're the people who made The Matrix. But before they made The Matrix, they had to prove that they could make a film because they'd never made one before. Of course, they had already come up with the idea for The Matrix. So the studio was like, hey, we'll give you this small amount of money to make a small film to prove your capabilities. And like that budget was like the first 5 to 10 minutes of this film. And they were showed that to the producers, and they're like, wow, great. How long until you can finish the rest of it? And they're like, oh, well, we just used all of our budget on that. Can we have more money? And so they were like, yeah, sure. And it's a great film. One of their best, actually. And that's it. I have run out of films. So that is my present Arrow video collection. Somewhere on the side here will end up being a film shelf collection where I go into Criterion and all other things. Stay tuned for part 2 of my Arrow video collection. I'm not just making it because this video might be too long, I'm also making it because the stuff hasn't come in yet and I kind of want to still show it off. So yeah, feel free to like, share and subscribe for more. If you'd like to see any other collections, we have 4K, Eureka video, Arrow video, of course there's this one, Criterion, box sets, director's collections as well, one for Blu-ray, one for, actually I think 2 for Blu-ray, 1 for DVD. I can't remember. Either way, a lot of stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.